Down to Florida, we welcome you to the Sunshine State. They're kicking back and soaking up the rays every day in Florida.
Welcome back, everyone. Hope all are well. I was doing a little research on Florida for today's lesson, and I happened upon a website called Florida Man Stories. Now, for whatever reason, in Florida, strange things sort of happen. So I thought I'd share some of these with you real quick before we get started with the lesson. Do a little game here. I have 4 stories that I found, strange stories from Florida. You have to tell me which one is not true. First one says a Florida man tired of waiting at hospital for a ride home steals an ambulance. I guess that's one way to get home. Second story says Florida man arrested for assault with a deadly weapon after throwing an alligator through a Wendy's drive-through window. That certainly is a deadly weapon, an alligator. All right, the third one is Florida man arrested in a local park for practicing karate on swans. I guess everyone was social distancing, so we had to find some swans. All right, and then finally the last story is Florida man in bull costume attempts to burn down a house with pasta sauce. I guess that one's pretty self-explanatory. Anyone want to take a guess which one is the false one? Well, you're all wrong. These are all true stories, and I read the news article that goes along with them. So just know if you think it's strange here, try going down to Florida sometime. So let's turn our attention now to how the United States acquired Florida. So let's take a look at this.
By 1803, the United States shared much of the continent of North America with Spain. The first permanent settlement in what would become the United States was established by Spain in 1565. That was St. Augustine in Florida. And today, St. Augustine is the oldest city in the United States. But it took a while for it to become a part of the United States. Here's the story. As you can see from this map, Florida was actually 2 provinces, West Florida and East Florida. The United States and Spain had an ongoing disagreement over the boundary of West Florida. East Florida, though, clearly belonged to the Spanish, and it became a refuge for runaway slaves, pirates, and especially Seminole Indians who raided and threatened settlements in Georgia. In 1817, President James Monroe sent General Andrew Jackson to Florida to stop the Seminole raids. Jackson was told he could cross the border into Florida, but should not attack any Spanish forts. Jackson had another idea. He sent Monroe a letter saying that if the president wanted, he, Jackson, could take all of East Florida in 60 days. The president didn't answer, so Jackson marched into Florida, deposed the Spanish governor, and installed one of his officers in his place. To settle the matter, President Monroe gave the Spanish 2 choices. They could either do a better job of patrolling Florida and assure that there would be no more raids across the border, or they could give Florida to the United States. And that's what they did. In 1819, a treaty was signed in Washington. East Florida went to the United States, and Spain gave up all its claims to West Florida. Florida, the Sunshine State, joined the Union in 1845.
Just a few things to add into that about Florida. First of all, Andrew Jackson. You have to think about him and President Monroe. President Monroe specifically told him not to attack, not to invade Florida. And Jackson said, well, tough, I'm gonna do it anyway. All right, went against the President of the United States. So Monroe obviously had to do something about it. A lot of his advisors said, you have to fire Jackson. Get rid of him right now. He went against you. You're the president. All right. But then some of his advisors, specifically John Quincy Adams, the son of John Adams, said, well, wait a minute. Instead of firing Jackson and going and apologizing to Spain, maybe take this opportunity where Spain is a little bit weaker and go, quote unquote, negotiate with them to try to get Florida for themselves. So Monroe sent some negotiators to talk to Spain and basically said, Spain, we'll give you $5 million right now in exchange for Florida, or, we've proven we can take it by force. Well, Spain decided to take the deal, and the United States got Florida for $5 million. So today we are going to learn a little bit more about some of the specifics behind the United States acquiring Florida and what all went into it. Make sure you're doing your work, getting everything in on time. We've done Louisiana last time. We're doing Florida today. Quick preview, next time is Texas. Don't mess with Texas, as they say. So we're going to start to put this jigsaw puzzle together as we move along through the unit. Email Mr. Reef, email Mr. Stern, that's me, with any questions. And have a great day, everybody. We'll see you.